BASIC groundwork for creating a low-maintenance garden. Reduce weeding. It is entirely possible to have a beautiful garden where weeds are seldom a problem. The trick is not to allow any space where they can gain a major hold. Reducing the amount of bare earth in your garden and introducing harder landscaping will reduce the area where weeds can grow in. In beds and borders, dense planting and ground cover will blanket the ground so well that weeds are unlikely to gain a foothold. Where young plants have not yet reached their maximum spread, applying a mulch to patches of bare earth will ensure that weeds cannot grow. Using weed killers. Pulling up perennial weeds by hand is time-consuming and often ineffective, as they usually grow again unless you remove every piece of root. Digging them up may not be possible in an established bed or border, and you may have to resort to a contact weed killer. Beware, as most weed killers will kill or damage whatever they come into contact with. Deep-rooted perennial weeds, such as bindweed, can be very difficult to eradicate and are best treated by painting on a translocated weed killer, such as one based on glyphosate. Other contact weed killers may not kill all of the roots, but this chemical moves to all parts of the plant. Mulches for ground cover. Mulch is a layer of material that will cover the ground completely to suppress weeds and conserve moisture in the soil by preventing loss of water through evaporation. It can be purely functional or it can be decorative, and it can be organic or not. Always prepare the ground thoroughly before applying mulch, taking care to eliminate perennial weeds and work in plenty of organic materials such as well-rotted manure or garden compost. Make sure that the ground is wet before applying mulch. Soak it first if necessary. Loose mulches. Most loose mulches, such as chipped bark, cocoa shells, gravel, garden compost and rotted manure, are more visually appealing than sheets, and the organic ones rot down to improve the soil's structure and fertility. They need to be applied about 5 cm 2 inches thick. Sheet mulches. Woven plastic mulching sheets are effective and economical, but unattractive. However, they can be used in combination with decorative loose mulch, which can then be applied more thinly than the recommended depth. Sheet mulches are useful for low-maintenance shrub beds and newly planted trees, both of which can be left undisturbed for several years, and are best used when the bed or border is to be newly planted. Planting through sheet mulch. 1. Make a slit around the edge of the bed with a spade, and push the sheet into this. 2. At each planting position make a cross-shaped slit in the sheet. Fold the flaps open to plant, and then fold back into place. Small plants can be planted using a trowel, but for shrubs you will need to use a spade. For more information,